Welcome back to Weber Cup 14. Team Europe have a 1-point lead here in Barnsley, and Martin Larsen and Tommy Jones are currently going head-to-head. Can Europe move a step closer to winning this season's title, or can the Americans fight back and level the scores? Let's rejoin your commentators Andy Bodfish and Cass Edwards.
Oh no, it's not his 5 bag. He leaves that 7 standing, and there will be a spare for Martin Larsen in frame 6.
Yeah, another nice looking shot, maybe just a tad wide. It's light on the headpin, but no messengers or flying wood or deadwood wants to know about that 7-pin. He'll be straightening this shot out across the lane. That will do, thank you very much, but it's only a spare, and he maintains his lead.
Current world number 15, Martin Larsen, a winner in San Marino earlier this year, 6 EBT titles. There's no doubting his form coming into this 14th edition of the Weber Cup. Now, the United States put their big hitters in at games 30 and 31. We've got Chris Barnes to follow Tommy Jones here. And Tommy is finding some form. That's 4 in a row now for TJ.
Yes, it just closes the gap a little bit, gets a little bit closer as we get to frame 6 is finished, and we're running out of frames. TJ's got lots more work to do, and this is the man that doesn't want to let him catch up.
Strikes in frames 2, 3, 4, 5. And now 7.
Crosses the headpin. Can you believe that? How fortunate Martin Larsen is. This one's left of target. Lots of reaction in the back end. Left-hand side of the headpin and carries all 10. How about that? A Brooklyn strike.
Keep calm, Martin. Keep calm. Team Europe. Victory in this match would put them within a single point of winning their first Weber Cup since 2010.
Yeah, Martin's just showing a little bit of the form that he showed earlier this year. He won a big international tournament out in Saudi Arabia. And Jones, oh dear, oh dear.
The run is over.
Well, looking for 5 in a row, and he can't quite make it. So it's a 10-pin stand up in the corner. Just didn't quite make the pocket. It looked pretty good from way back here, but the 10-pin stands, and well, he drops his eyes. He knows what that means. The run is over.
Makes the spare. Oh, and how he must be ruining those first 2 frames. Whatever was wrong has really undermined the United States and Tommy Jones' progress at the business end of Weber Cup 14. Those 2 open frames have hurt him terribly.
Larsen working on a strike. It's frame 8 already. They just fly by, don't they? Really intense games.
Keep that lead. Oh no.
Dear, dear, dear. What was wrong with that? Oh, come on. Looking for 2 strikes in a row, and everything fine, and that 6-pin just bounces, doesn't it? Gives it the 10-pin a little touch on the way, but won't knock it over. You've got to be perfect there to get those strikes.
So all of a sudden, Martin's maximum becomes 238. Amazed that as he makes the spare. We knew he would, of course.
Well, let's not forget that although Martin's hit 4 strikes in a row from frames 2 till 5, he did have an open frame in the first game, and that has cost him some pins, and so the scores get even closer. Pressure time now on Jones to stay with it with another strike.
And let's not forget he did gutter ball as well in that opening singles matchup he played with Mike Fagan back in match 4. But ironed out all the problems, something Tommy has done after those 2 opens in frames 1 and 2. Back striking again after the spare in frame 7.
Yeah, much appreciated by the Team USA supporters here at the Metrodome. It's gone wide, but look at the reaction in the back end. That ball's just driving through and bouncing everything around. He's thankful for that, but he can't believe that he had a spare in the last frame in the middle of what would have been 6 strikes in a row.
Martin Larsen steps up for his foundation frame, looking to tie up this 2-point lead for Europe, leaving them within a singles victory of claiming the Weber Cup. You can hear a pin drop inside the Metrodome. Oh, just can't strikes though.
Another 9 pins drop, unfortunately, leaving the 10 pin in the corner yet again. Doesn't quite make the flush pocket, and it's a flat 10 in the corner there. Just not enough impetus to bounce that 10 pin away.
This is all very tense because, you know, with Tommy Jones around, there could be some timber tumbling.
Yeah, nobody's going to give up until the last ball has been bowled. The nice thing is for Tommy Jones, he's working on a strike and a double here, and he's going to take the lead. Foundation frame, frame 9 for Jones, striking the 8th, and this has got to be one of the best shots he's played. He needs a 300 shot ball here.
If anyone can deliver that, it is Mr. 3-tonner himself, Mr. 300, TJ, Tommy Jones, the man from South Carolina. Go-to guy under pressure, as he's been described by his captain Chris Barnes before. No!
Oh, what an amazing shot that was. The ball actually hit that 9 pin and it should have gone. But listen, we'll see it again. There's so much power on this ball cutting through, straight the way through, and doesn't hit the 9 pin properly. Oh dear, Mrs. Jones sees the funny side of it, but Bill O'Neill certainly doesn't, and nor does Mike Fagan. That should have been the double that could have set this game up for victory. Robbed at the absolute last minute by a perfect looking shot. And there's the spare, disappointment on his face, and maybe just a little bit more anger, which he may save until the end of the game.
I'll tell you what, if this doesn't go the United States way, I'm staying out of Tommy Jones' path tonight.
13 pins Martin Larsen takes into frame 10 as a lead. Chris Barnes doesn't want to look, wants to shake his head, and he's thinking about those 2 open frames in 1 and 2 that Jones had.
He's also contemplating some kind of salvage operation, because he is up next and he will try and deny Stuart Williams the chance to win the Weber Cup for Europe.
Martin Larsen looking to bury this first shot in the 10th, right in the pocket, looking to seal up a victory.
Didn't find the pocket, did he? Head pin very thin, and it is another spare. That's the 3rd in a row for Sweden's Martin Larsen.
Okay, well, let's look at that worst scenario. It's left the 2 pin standing. It's a single pin spare, and it could have been a bit more than that. Spare strike for 216. There's the spare, and that's probably going to sail. That was going to be too much for Tommy Jones, who could only make 214. Nine pins for victory, 9 pins for a 215 game, and that will be too much for Tommy Jones. Martin's taken his time here, gathering his thoughts. Let's just bury this one in the pocket, and we'll accept a 9 count if you can do it.
All of the Metrodome. Willing it down. Yes! Strike! Martin Larsen becomes Europe's hero, and the men in blue are on the verge now of taking back the Weber Cup. The United States have won the last 2 tournaments, but here's the biggest prize in team bowling heading back across the Atlantic. Well, there's something in the air, and it smells like a European victory.
Yes, well bowled indeed, Martin Larsen. Lucky Larsen is going to be called. Right into the pocket there, carries all 10, and victory for Europe. Look at this, Mika Koivuniemi on his feet.
And Tommy can't strike out.
Well, he's going to spare up for 204, and we're all going to look back at the 2 open frames that he had in frames 1 and 2, and that would have cost him the game. Disappointment for TJ and the Americans.
And you couldn't have been able to get odds on those 2 open frames straight off for Tommy Jones. So, 2 victories on the bounce, Dom Barrett and now Martin Larsen. 16-14 is the score in Europe's favour. They are a single solitary point away from retaining the Weber Cup.
I'm here on the stage with Martin Larsen, Lucky Larsen as he's become known in this Weber Cup, and his proud team captain as well. That was one of the most enjoyable and tense games to watch. What was it like to play in?
Probably one of the most enjoyable and intense game I ever bowled.
From the start, there was huge drama, wasn't there, in the first frame? And I suppose from your perspective, you had to try and regain control and focus.
Well, yeah, when I 7-10 the first shot, only one good thing that I had an okay line to get to the pocket, but I didn't expect Tommy to start with 2 opens, and after he did that, I just really hoped that I could take advantage of it, and I did.
Europe are 1 point away from victory now. Lucky Larsen's taking you to within 1. Captain Mika, how proud of you of the man who's come into the team this year?
He's been bowling good whole week, and he threw a great shot in the field ball when he needed, so that's going to build his confidence, and we still need 1 more win. We need to bowl great, making good shots like he did.
You do, you need 1 more. Well done indeed, Martin. Well done, Team Europe. Just 1 more win to go. Can they do it? Join us next time to find out.